Oh, is it?
I thought this game rips off any good game.
They are good.
Got him in game as well.
Got him.
God.
Got him.
Alright, I'll do.
I do not know where. That's Star not even. Oh, okay. Where's that all about? Do that.
I do like the epic music in this game, it's cool. Oh, I've already sent these to instant cast. Good. Good.
Basic leaps.
Why is the chalice so expensive and why did I buy it?
The chalice. Oh, is that the thing that gives you mana back?
I don't know.
You get 3 uses of it.
Ah.
Oh, do I get to refill it or something?
I think you do. There you go, Chalice of Mana. Consumable, heals 150 mana over 25 seconds, comes with 3 uses that are refilled if you enter the fountain.
Okay, that's a little better then.
That makes sense.
Ah.
Oh! Ha! Ha!
Oh, I didn't realise there were elixirs. I knew there were potions, but...
Yeah!
You guys having fun? So no one's going mid, though.
I'm not even joking.
One of you needs to go mid. One of you needs to go mid.
Wolfie's character is the funniest thing I've ever seen. Oh, that's brilliant. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Palm!
Am I going to have to go mid? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, you are, Phil.
For fuck's sake.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill someone, Riley. What's this?
I'm gonna watch from here, from the bushes.
I can't wait to see it.
Die.
It's going to make me feel good.
It's so funny.
I'm going to die
I
to
want
do
his
this
jump
over
to
and
be a
over again.
roll in the air, you know what I mean?
The animations of your basic attacks are amazing.
Oh,
yeah.
Like that guy that's really into jiu-jitsu or something like that.
Yeah. It
Yeah!
is.
Yeah! Ah! She stunned me mid-run.
First blood.
I thought
Wow.
that was you, Riley. I thought you got first blood. First few seconds of
The
battle.
duo team's doing well.
Let the eternal darkness embrace
What? Duo team number 2.
Yeah. Semi-duo team.
Of course.
Support duo team?
You just do that. I'm just gonna go into the jungle, you know.
Just disappear for a sec. Yeah.
Right, I'm gonna go get a couple of these camps. Or I'm ganking mid apparently.
Oh wow, they've really
Oh dear.
done it.
Please take some damage, because this will be the funniest thing in the world.
your middle tower is under attack.
Oh, I should have stayed in the middle. What are they playing?
Oh, I'm gonna die. What is this?
She's coming to you! She's coming to you!
Come to her then!
I'm coming!
Slay an enemy. I command. An enemy.
Yes! I'm the greatest player of all time.
Ah! She's coming at me. Ah! Slag.
Slack.
It's the way this guy runs, right? You'll see it later, but he goes full on grope.
Like I can't grope.
He charges at someone with both hands ready.
F? Oh, I could...
Oh man, Thor is not a wave clearer. He does not have the mana.
Do you just roll a rock or something?
I did, yeah. If it hits an enemy champ, it bursts forth like
Let's
a
see what this
mini
does.
turtle, and then it starts like
Oh.
punching people. Ah! I'm dying. I'm dying.
Look at your little turtle.
Oh!
What's happening? Oh, look at that.
No recall.
Disco. The disco. Huh? Yeah, run away. You coming back, Wolf?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. They're dead. Oh, one's just disappeared again.
Your left tower is under attack. Killing spree.
They're coming mid. Are you mid, Pillar?
I'm mid,
Yeah,
yeah.
it is.
But I'm pushed back on my tower. There's no way
Oh.
they're going to catch behind me or anything. So it's all good. Oh man, I've got to stop using my one ability. It is not reliable for wave clear.
That gang, though. That gang, no.
Your middle
Go on.
tower.
Got him.
Good job. I need to go back. Do you want to push a wave?
Oh, she's just sat under tower. I'm gonna push.
I'll
this
help you
first
push a
one.
wave, yeah. These are not pushing characters.
It's slow. None of my abilities can make it go faster either.
Oh man. There you go. That was cool. Thank you for that, mate.
Worth.
Those.
Ah, where are our jungle mobs?
A warrior's tool.
A warrior's tool. You're a tool. Ooh, that's good timing. All right. All right. So hopefully I'll be able to push the waves a little bit better now. I've got a few items, and then I can start clearing some jungle mobs as well.
Been slain.
That is my hope.
Your team has
Missing mid.
Oh, dollar.
has been slain.
Anubis is coming somewhere. I didn't see which way he went.
Yes.
An ally
Not this way.
been slain.
What are you guys just roaming?
I'll go back. Let's get. Oh. B.
Help. What are you doing?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
bot, it looks like.
I just saw this one. This bitch was pushed up.
How do you, actually, is there a... Oh, there is. Oh, that's probably what it means. VV. That's the order of letters that for the quick communication. No, you're asking at the end of the last one.
Yeah.
You press the letters in that order. That's what it says.
That's what I tried, wasn't it?
I did not figure that out. They're going to come at me now, aren't they? I should not be here. Let's go get some camps.
She thinks I'm going back. Did
She
you
doesn't
just-
know.
You s-
Oh,
Oh,
I hit it. Look at him go.
Hey,
they're gonna bait her
Anubis.
out again. Oh god. Run, wolf. I just got away from that apparently.
Pussy.
You knew. Breastplate of Valor. Why?
That was a waste. Yeah, might as well go back.
Why am I recalling them in the base?
Excellent.
I don't know what my ult does.
You don't know what your ult does.
An enemy has been slain.
It's got to be something to do with the shell, surely.
Yeah.
Surely. Oh wait, so what do I say for mid missing? MIA. Middle.
Enemy missing middle.
Oh, yeah.
Sword.
Huh?
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
I don't think I can do this.
Killing spree. You have slain an enemy.
That was probably a bit much. I could have just dove normally, but why not, eh? Why not ultimate?
An ally has been slain.
Oh, his ultimate's hilarious.
An enemy has been slain.
Keep chasing. His ultimate. Whose ultimate? Yours or Joris's?
Yeah, mine.
Yours.
Oh no, I'm gonna die. I basically create a little arena to have us brawling. Yeah.
That doesn't sound like a Odin sort of thing. Was he big on fighting, Odin?
Your middle tower is under attack.
Not too sure.
I guess he was actually, yeah. Oh no. Oh what? If he hadn't turned around, I don't know if I would have caught him. That was quite cool.
Hey, I want to see.
More experience. I want that speed buff again. I do like that speed buff.
Oh, wolf. Oh, wolf.
Is that your
He
ultimate?
absolutely shelled me.
Where are you going? You can't get out.
I am
Oh,
coming
you've
in.
trapped him.
Coming in.
You make an arena.
Yeah.
That was cool.
I'll get battered.
Let's get out of here.
Let's get out of here. How many did we kill? We got 3. Yeah,
And their
that'll do.
attack speed gets reduced in the arena, but we can go in and out of the walls. Just they can't.
That sounds like cheating.
Hacks.
Come in.
Oh.
Come here. Oh wow, that was strong. He's quite
Yeah,
weak.
put
though,
me in a
to be fair.
cocoon.
He's the same level as you. That's interesting.
Your left tower is under attack.
I actually built tank this game.
Yeah. Good thinking. You are. Actually, we've got Jorah's tanking as well, so maybe not necessary.
Destroyed a middle enemy tower.
Oh, watch out behind.
Oh, hello.
Has been
I haven't got
slain.
ultimate for a while, so I won't be jumping in. By
I've
the
been
way.
knocked up.
Yes.
Come with me.
An ally has been slain.
Stop it.
Ally has been slain.
Fate I did not expect.
Yeah, we do. I'll be back. Oh, pillars here.
Shouldn't have been.
I'm
But I
gone. I'm off.
Probably a silly thing to do. I keep trading myself 1 for 1.
Very well.
And considering I'm quite fed, that's probably a bad idea. Excuse me. Why are you 3 sat in base? Lazy
Your
bastards.
middle tower
Wait for
is
like
under
50
attack.
gold.
Oh, I haven't got enough. Oh yeah? You're out, do you?
Oh, I should have upgraded my relic.
Odin says, "Fight me." You can't get away.
Wow, that's quite strong. That's pretty strong.
Come here. Come here.
Clear some camps and stuff. All of the XP buffs are up. Let's all go clear some shit.
Oh, where's this person going today?
Fenrir is right here. Oh, they're doing the bus.
Are they?
They can't be doing that boss, surely.
No.
They are.
Game bot though.
They're around there. I am coming in.
Slain.
Justin!
Tower is under
You
attack.
just
was
pick
cool.
up on everyone.
Yeah. That was pretty cool. I enjoyed that. I don't know what I threw my thing out at the end, but you know, whatever. Anubis is coming across the left lane,
Destroyed a left
and he is super weak, so I'm actually going to come straight for him.
Your right tower has been destroyed.
I think he's going to try and come up behind you guys, but
Here he is.
Killing spree.
Okay, we just spam to WAN.
what a loser. Oh, I've taken the damage buff, but I've still got a speed buff, so it's sat in the jungle if you want it. I think that's how it works, is it? So anybody can just go and
I
pick it
think
up.
so.
Your right tower is under attack.
Give it a try, Joris. Go and get that damage buff.
Has been
Yeah, I
slain.
should be able to pick it up. Enemies can pick it up as well, can't they?
It's just here. Oh, can they? Ooh. He's
I
up in
just
the
heard
air.
someone else in the jungle.
Oh no. We're in.
Yeah, they can't get through. We'll just pick on this guy in here.
Right. I went on the back line. That was fun.
No.
Did you just block that?
Yeah.
Oh, he's immune. That's interesting.
Ah!
Yeah, fuck it. I'm going in. That's ridiculous. Yeah, I shouldn't be going in on these things, but it just feels so good. I'm going tanky, aren't I? Yeah. I'm going to get a couple of tanky items. And some MP5 and cooldown reduction. That sounds good. Yeah, let's go for that. And then I'll get back on the damage.
Just gonna push out.
That'd be impressive if you stayed live, Joris. Yeah.
Oh, so close. I had like 100 health and I got out.
That would have been super impressive. Razor Riley. But yeah, you're 6, 1, and 5.
I know, and that's because I was stupid and just dove on the tower. And
Good stats. Yeah, I want that one. Never use it, but I want it. I'm level 14, is that? That's fairly high, yeah. Okay, that's good.
Your middle tower is under attack.
You're a liar.
Oh, you bastard. Fenrir is right here if anybody's available. He's just jumped. Oh, this is a bad engage. Yeah, there are 4 there.
Where are they?
To the left of mid.
Oh,
Around the Gold Fury.
Oh, yeah, I see. Oh, she's coming across.
Are you going in now?
I can.
I haven't got ultimate.
What up, boys? Yeah, that's in the arena, baby.
God, that's filthy.
The wombo!
That is absolutely filthy. That shouldn't be allowed. Oh, I feel so
I'm outta
bad for
here.
them.
They're gonna surrender yet?
There's got to be a surrender. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. That was so good. Oh. Man.
I can't do this. I can't do it. Stop it.
You can. I believe in you.
Can't do any damage.
Your team has destroyed a right enemy tower.
Oh, well, they're taking the jungle.
Yeah, when I caught that Fenrir just then, he was on our damage buff. On the left side. So they are taking our jungle.
I wonder what the noise was. This champ farts every few seconds.
He actually farts.
Yeah, and then he just lets one go.
Oh, you want to fight, do you? It's the arena time. Back into the pain. Oh god, she's gonna kill me. Oh shit.
Mighty sword! An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Jump! Quicker! Oh man, that was close. I was actually very close to getting away. I don't want anyone to criticise that. I did sit laughing at the guy for a sec. That's because I didn't think Neath was coming round. I thought my guy was going to come out. A couple of problems, but you know, we've sorted it out.
Let's
We're good friends again. Jeez, you two sat in base again.
It's
Gotta
reading
read
all-
through items.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Taking forever.
I think that's where my practicing a little bit during the week has come in handy. I think anyway, that's probably all it's done. Definitely hasn't made me a better player.
You remain idle, you'll be kicked from a match. Okay, bye. Bye. Bye, shop.
Are you gonna try and get? You did.
Jeez.
Hey. Oh, you are so close to being caught in my little trap.
Your right tower is under attack. An enemy has been slain.
I'm going for speed buff.
Yeah, that's right.
An enemy
You did.
has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Oh,
An ally has been staying. Jeez, haven't heard that for a while.
I'm sorry.
Your
Howdy.
right tower is under attack.
You've been caught out.
Nice. Oh wow, she actually used the activatable item thing.
Where's she going?
I've got my ultimate still, but I don't really want to use it.
Batter!
Did you just throw me in?
No,
Somebody just threw me in. That
must
wasn't.
be someone else. By that ability,
That
you'd be
was
in there
weird.
all day
Yeah,
long.
I was gonna say. Surprised I've just seen it. I think Fenrir's heading to the left there.
Just gave him a little slap.
Oh, I nearly killed him. I could go in on that, but yeah, fuck it, I'm going in.
Yeah, if you want.
Oh no, missed it. Oh,
Oh,
my
that's too deep.
stun
That's
doesn't
way
last
too
very
deep.
long
Look
at all.
Oh. Turret's gone as well. Let's get him that.
Ah. The stun really doesn't last very long.
Ah, fucking minions.
An enemy has been slain. That was close. Double kill.
Get me out of here.
They just get her speed buff.
Reincarnation is a wonderful gift.
She just made the mistake that I always made on Neath, where I didn't charge the ultimate up, so it didn't do any damage.
Sorry, Wolf. I didn't even realise you were in a bit of a brawl.
That was awful.
You stayed so quiet.
It's not
Sorry,
like
the
you.
concentration was hard. I was just.
Excellent.
I knew something was wrong when you were quiet. Speed buff.
I'm out of here.
I should probably buy Relic, yeah.
Oh, they're all in the jungle.
Oh,
Is that you?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not coming.
That's alright. I'm out.
Actually, I could if you're gonna survive.
I'm out. Run. Oh, you're stuck in the arena. No one can come in.
Oh no, that's gonna go. Oh yeah, that'll do.
You can pop into like an ability. Or something.
That was good. We made it work.
Isolate one with the ult.
I can't really chase. That'll do. Another great game.
That's alright. That gives enough time for me. Let's do this thing.
Been a good night. So that brings us to the end of our Smite time. We have played around 3 weeks, so 3 different sessions of Smite, and we're going to give a quick review now of how we feel it went, I guess, and what Smite looks like and feels like for new players. So I've got the normal crew here. We've got Charlie and Joris. Hello, guys.
Hi.
Hello.
Here we are. So I am going to raise a couple of points to start with, just to get the ball rolling. The very first point, I know you guys aren't going to, hopefully anyway, you guys aren't going to input too much into it. It's because I have been interacting with the community a lot over the last 3 weeks. So with all the video releases, I've been commenting and talking to the community about the individual videos, but also around the whole series in general and just Smite as a game. It is possibly the biggest uptake of any of the games that we've played as far as community goes, as far as the people buying into it and talking to me about it, because it's very difficult, I find, when we come into a community, because the community is generally made up of long-term players and people that have like top-end accounts and they play the game to a specific structure and meta, and they all know the specific way they're meant to start games. And obviously we're playing games that don't look exactly like that, I guess. Maybe. So it's very difficult normally for a community to talk to you on the same sort of level, but these guys found a way and they've been incredible. So a massive bonus to this game, I think anyway, is how inclusive... is inclusive the right word? Possibly. How inclusive, let's say, the community has been into the game. But you two won't have noticed that probably. You haven't interacted with the community much, no?
No, only the feedback that you've given anyway.
Yeah, I've passed along a lot of the feedback, so you guys in the Smite community, you can rest assured we have been listening to it. So yeah, that's a massive bonus for the game. But the first real talking point I would like to bring up. So Smite is obviously a third-person point of view MOBA, yes?
Agreed.
Yep.
Good. Yep. We can relate to it on that point. Good. We've played Paragon already. A few weeks ago now, though. It was a long time ago. What, like 2 months?
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah, 2 months, maybe 3. And Paragon is another third-person point of view MOBA, which came out more recently, and this week it's been announced that it's shutting down. Another one that we didn't get around to playing was Gigantic, and yesterday that announced that it's shutting down as well. So Smite, as far as I know, with my limited knowledge, Smite is the only remaining third-person point of view MOBA. And I guess I'm wondering if there's a reason for the other one shutting down that isn't related to Smite. Obviously, that's probably going to be beyond us having a chat about it now. But do we think Smite has the longevity to survive in a sort of genre that is obviously dying out? What do you guys feel?
Wait. Didn't the what's the other game you were talking about? Didn't that one get shut down because the studio's running 2 separate games?
Gigantic.
No,
I don't know. It was announced yesterday. I didn't actually read through the post. I'm not sure why it was shut down. Did it properly say?
No, must be thinking of something else. Carry on.
I don't know. Paragon actually did something that I've never seen before. The game's shutting down, and they've offered a full refund to anybody that's ever put money into the game.
That was the one. Yeah, because they're putting money into... What's that?
Oh, they've got Fortnite Battle Royale, the developer
There you
also
go.
works on.
That's what I was thinking of, yeah.
Which is an incredible game. But yeah, I've never seen a company offer a full refund to anything that's been put into the game. That's quite impressive. That's incredible, actually.
I think if you consider the amount of money they're making off of a Fortnite, it's
the
not
other one
a problem.
Maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure. Don't know if it works like that, but that's pretty incredible. But yeah, Smite is now the only third-person point of view MOBA. I mean, you guys have played third-person point of view MOBAs. Is it that different? Is it that big a genre switch? Is it bad? Is it good? How do you feel about it?
I'd much rather prefer having the top-down, like League of Legends or our original MOBAs came about. Much bigger fan of it.
Charlie?
I think I feel more comfortable with that sort of top-down game mode.
Is that just because that's what we started with?
Maybe, but then we were saying it throughout. There's not much map awareness. It's much more difficult to be map aware.
Yeah, so the third-person point of view, I think, really lends itself to a chaotic game. Now, the people that I've been speaking to in the community obviously wouldn't say that because they've been in it a lot longer, but it's difficult for a new player to get used to, I think, just it being third-person. And that's such a key core part of the game. I'm not saying that Smite need to change that because that would be ridiculous. But it is, I think it lends to a more chaotic game just because the example I used, obviously we're long-time League of Legends players. When I die in League of Legends, I can sort of look around the map and see I can hover over a ward, for instance, and watch that point of view on the map. And when somebody runs past, I can see exactly what they're doing, what direction they're running, whether they falter in where they're moving, rather than just looking at a tiny icon on a mini-map, which doesn't give as much information.
I was going to say, because you can't really relay it to the rest of the team then, either. It's like a bit of a...
No, exactly, yeah. And you can't see what... let's say we're looking at the mini-map and we're running towards or to gank a lane, and we're not communicating on voice chat with the people in the lane that we're going to gank. Now, if I was looking ahead, on a top-down point of view MOBA, I could look at that lane to see what abilities they use and when, and then I know a good time to go in because they've just used their gap closer ability maybe, or their escape ability already, and I know it's on cooldown, I can go in. But you can't do that in a third-person point of view. You can't really see abilities that they've used until you get there and you're in visual range, but then they can see you.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I feel like it leads to a more chaotic game. But I guess that is the kind of thing that will come with longevity and not longevity, experience. So we would get used to that over time, which I guess is the key to every review that we do. If we were in the game for a lot longer, we'd probably figure it out, but who knows. So that is, I guess, all we can talk about for third-person point of views. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, have either of you got anything that you wanted to raise? Charlie, you brought anything up? Or you want to talk about anything?
I don't know. I've got on a bit of a blank now. Wolfie, I can't remember what you were saying.
Wolf,
Oh,
you
my
talk.
one was I love renting champs, but being able to use them inside an actual game.
Oh,
I
yeah,
like
that's
that a
cool.
lot in games.
Okay, I dislike that.
What? Give you a little taster, build you up, knock you back down type thing.
I know, yep, nailed
Sort
me.
of.
Why is that, friend?
I dislike it. Why do you like it so much?
Well, it's perfect for what we're doing because we're just dipping into a game. We don't want to spend months trying to grind out enough money to buy champs. We just want to play champs, see what the game's about.
I suppose it allows you to go out of the rotation of gods as well.
Yeah.
So
I'm pretty sure it hasn't
you don't have
changed.
to wait weeks on end until the one you want to play pops up. You can just do an. I don't know whether they can do it in custom games. You can choose whatever, but being able to rent and play it in game, I think it's pretty good.
In practice games, you can choose any champion you like. I know that, so you can sort of give them a try.
I think it crosses over with the favour you gain per games. That's what you want to bring up as well.
Yeah, so that's something that I want to talk about, and it does sort of cross over, so I'll bring it up now. I've seen a lot of talk about this on sort of the forums and Reddit and stuff as well. And I'm not sure if I really dislike it or not, so I probably won't summarise this in any way, but the amount of favour that you earn each game doesn't seem to accrue quick enough. You don't seem to gain it fast enough for you to buy new champions regularly enough. Gods. Sorry, I'll stop calling them champions. Gods.
Yep.
You can't buy new gods quickly enough. So we've been playing 3 weeks, but we haven't played a huge amount of games, so we can't really use 3 weeks as what we say. Let's say we've been playing for 3 days.
But you've put more time in between, I'd say.
Yeah,
Hello?
yeah. I played a few days worth in between, I guess, a few nights worth. But still, I've been able to afford one full god, and that was Sol, who was 5,500. That's the one we played in that 3v3. We each bought one, didn't we?
Yeah.
And then since then, I've only earned 1,794 now. And that feels really slow to me. And I think so. The renting makes sense because if you're only going to play very short term and you just want to play somebody, say, a couple of times, then I guess that's fine. But renting, it just like I think of it when you're buying a house. If you're renting, then you're just sort of throwing money away, and you can't save up as much to then buy. So let's say you wanted to commit to the game and play it long term, then I can't even imagine how long you would have to play before you can buy a decent amount of champions at gods. Sorry.
But that's the whole point of a free-to-play MOBA, enticing you to pay for it.
It is, yeah, but there has to be that sort of. Or anyway, I feel, I guess, it's probably a bad point of view, but I feel it should come a little bit quicker. So the paying, I like being things like skins.
Yeah.
Cosmetic things, which we'll get onto in a bit. Actually, there's another section on cosmetics, but I definitely like the paying being things that don't change the game itself, and not being able to play all the champions or gods. For fuck's sake, gods. I think is too much of a restriction on new players, and new players would be put off by that. But then, yeah, maybe the renting of the gods solves that problem rather than being a bad thing like I thought it would be.
But then you can only rent them for, I think it's quite a lot of, for 1 day or 3 days or a week or something like
Yeah,
that.
those are the options, yeah.
And how much do they
I
cost?
can't remember how much you're earning per game.
I
I can't
don't know,
remember.
300.
Yeah,
You
300,
600,
600.
else, I can't remember.
I think, I might be wrong, but you only earn like 20 for a win.
Do you?
Yeah, it's something like that.
I really wasn't paying attention when we were.
Are you sure? Because I've rented like 5 champs. No, 6 champs?
Yeah,
I think
so-
that's due to the early game rewards that we got.
yeah, because
maybe,
we've been leveling up quite fast. You get like certain rewards at different levels as well. Yeah. So I think you get 20 for a win, and that's only if you win at 15 minutes. I think it is, or 10
God,
minutes.
that's sickening.
Yeah.
If that's true, the grind.
And then you get one extra favor for each minute after that. I think so. If you play a 40-minute game, you could get 40, for instance, that kind of thing, or 30. No, 50 or 60. But still, that's not much for committing 40 minutes to a game. You're getting like what 1/100th of the expensive gods. So you've got to pay 100 games to get a single god. Yeah, so that seems too much for me. If I've done the math right, I'm really sorry again if we're getting this totally wrong. But again, it's a new player's perspective. This is how a new player would see it. I think it would seem very daunting, and I don't think the renting solves that problem. But I might be wrong. Maybe there's more to the renting that I haven't seen. But yeah, cool. All right, so can we now have a quick talk about the cosmetics? Because the reason we've played 3 weeks and not 2 is because they've released the new conquest map, the new 5v5, which is you guys might have a different opinion, but I'd say it's a massive, 100 times of an upgrade in how the map looks.
I'm
I
not too sure. It's so much of a difference, to be honest.
Really? I thought it was quite...
Coming out of the spawn area, it looks nice. But then once you're going through the jungle and on lane, it just felt exactly the same to me.
So there's a little sort of fog as well. Is it like slightly further away from you? There's a little fog that appears, and it's not like the same as the fog of war, but it's like a real fog, if that makes sense. That was never in it before. That's different. And yeah, the spawns, the 2 spawns, are completely different. I think they're themed really well. It was hard to tell the difference before.
The spawns, like the spawn area themes, changed, and it looks good.
Yeah, that looks really good.
Like Wolf, I'm not wowed. I'm not wowed by it.
Okay.
No, I didn't notice any small details. I know you mentioned where minions spawn and stuff, but I didn't notice at all. It completely blanked it. So
a couple of the major changes in the jungle then were a couple of the mobs used to be ranged mobs. So, obviously, yeah, you could back away from them and they wouldn't chase you, so you couldn't sort of pull them to a certain part of the camp to take them easier. Yeah. If that makes sense. So people didn't like that, so they changed it to a melee mob. Each of the camps are themed, so if you went to the mana one, it looks more sort of magical, and it's got like a waterfall at the back. The damage ones have fire. The fire giant's got more lava and stuff around him, and they upgraded slightly anyway, the way each one's themed and the way it looks, which I think is pretty good. And it makes more sense which mob is in which, because it sort of fits with the surroundings. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I liked it anyway, and the jungle sort of changed a little bit with some of the walls being changed in length and shape, and then some of the camps being moved around. But obviously we wouldn't have noticed that. I don't think any of us really did any jungle.
No, longer running around the jungle. I did notice that.
Did you think it took longer?
Yeah, I was getting really pissed off with it.
They
trying to hunt someone down or chase someone through.
The map is something like, I feel like I'm just going to make up a number now, but I might have read it somewhere, and that's why I've got it in my head. But it's something like 20% wider, the map in the whole.
Oh, okay, maybe I don't know. I just felt it was more annoying chasing someone through the jungle than before. I'm not sure why.
You need to play Thor or Thanatos.
Yeah, probably.
Get up in the air.
Just get up, man. Get up.
My boy Jeb would have done it.
Jeb. What a legend. Cool. All right, so I feel like the cosmetics were a bigger upgrade. Obviously, not so much for you guys. Any other points that you two want to raise before we get onto a final sort of review of what our expectations came to? Charlie, you got anything to raise?
I don't know, actually. I'm not too sure.
No?
No.
Okay. So, when we laid down our expectations in the first introduction to Smite, we were all fairly negative about the game. I think that's fair to say. We've seen it before, but never been enticed to play it, never been interested at all. I'd seen a couple of videos and thought it looked fairly bad. I think it's
5 viewers.
I didn't enjoy watching or the thought of playing the game before I played it. And I think you guys were on the same level, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So first, Joris, how do you feel like your time in Smite actually came out? Has it changed your opinion of Smite? Will you now play it in the future, suggest it to others, anything like that? How do you feel?
No, still not a massive fan of it. It seems a bit convoluted, or the champs. I don't know. Maybe it's just like the way they were designed. I just don't like either the look of them or the feel of champs or how they played. I don't like how abilities are spat out from them. I don't feel like it's going to be me, but it's Smite. Okay, interesting. Do you think it sort of it hit your expectations exactly then, or is there any difference at all? It's still fun, but I'm pretty sure most of the fun we're having inside, most of the MOBAs that we're playing, is just because we're playing together. Yeah, it's more us than the game. I think the only one that really strikes me is Heroes of the Storm. I keep going back to that one, but I think that's character design, because I already know some of the characters, and I really do like the design of the champions that you're playing.
Yeah.
Something about the graphics, I guess, inside Smite. I just don't like the look of the champs.
Okay.
Gods.
God, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Cool. Interesting. Okay, so your expectations were pretty spot on then. You knew exactly what you were going to get from the game. Fair enough. Charlie, how about you?
I think I started off the same way, really. Not too keen for the game, although there was so much hype from people that have played it before, as in my cousin.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course.
He was well hyped for it. He was giving me little tips. I think he was even piping up on stream now and then.
He was, yeah. He's been chatting, yeah.
Yeah,
So you don't feel like his love for the game is founded in the same way that you could find that love for the game?
I don't know. It's a tough one because I enjoyed it more than I thought I would during the actual games.
Yeah.
But whether I'd come back to it, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure I could ever play it solo.
I tell you what, if we played the 3-player ones, we might dip into those once in a while.
Well, that's the problem, though, isn't
what
it?
is it? The 3v3 maps.
The
That was
joust.
good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I still think I think me not coming back to it comes down to what I just couldn't work out. Yeah, it's like map awareness, really.
Yeah,
Just an
which would
overall
come with
feel
time,
for the game.
obviously.
It's just,
But it'll take a long commitment to get to the point where you, I guess, could reach the level you'd be happy with.
I know. I think just going back to having to grind out loads of games for you to
God.
actually buy.
Yeah, there is that. That's
I think
that's
that
an
puts me off a
off-putting
little
thing.
bit as well.
Okay, I'd say my expectations for it were a little bit low, if anything. It's come off better than I thought it would. I've definitely enjoyed playing Smite. There's no two ways about it. I've enjoyed it. If I was thinking, because every time I think about one of these, and I think we sort of pose it as this, we're looking for a game to replace League of Legends.
100%.
And I can't see Smite coming anywhere near, coming even close to the kind of game that could do that. No. And other games possibly could. So Smite, it has been better than my expectations, definitely. I'd rate it higher than I thought it would be, but still not to the level that it would need to be to tempt me to stay around. Even
Compared
though
to the other third-person MOBA we played, being Paragon, I would definitely rate Smite higher than Paragon.
what do you think?
Yeah, for me, I enjoyed it more.
That's interesting. I think a lot of people agree on that, which I was actually surprised about. I thought Paragon would be more popular because
I feel like that's more of a fair comparison.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah,
I would
comparing it to
definitely-
the other one is right. But
Yeah, the others can shut down. Piece of shit.
yeah. Absolute garbage. Bye.
So I thought people would prefer Paragon to Smite. I'm not sure if I did. I think I prefer Smite, but
I do, yeah, definitely.
I thought
Is that 'cause you
generally
think this
people
is a
would.
pre-Destiny world where everyone on console has to have something that looks like Destiny.
Right. Maybe.
That is true.
That's the only pull
was
towards it.
deep.
It's a standard MOBA, and the only hook they could find was that it looks a bit like futuristic champs. Meanwhile, Smite's gone a completely different direction.
I quite like the sort of lore behind Smite actually, the gods and stuff, because they each sort of fit their theme. That's quite clever. But yeah, if you're comparing it directly to Paragon, then, well, obviously it's been shown in the last couple of weeks, Paragon's shutting down, so Smite obviously wins. But if it was just my opinion, then yeah, I'd say Smite's a better game than Paragon. Even though, from just the look of Paragon, like, if we were just to talk about graphics, I know that's probably a stupid thing when you're looking at a MOBA, but Paragon looks far better than Smite.
It's our favourite engine, wasn't it? Well, not my favourite. I think my favourite was Crysis. What was Paragon use?
I have no idea. I should know. Oh, actually, I do know. Isn't Epic Games...
Unreal.
Didn't they make
Oh, I
Unreal?
love
Yeah.
Unreal.
That's why Riley was on the hype.
Oh.
Because as soon as he noticed it was an Unreal Engine game, you just notice it runs smooth. It's
I
lovely.
mean, don't they own Unreal? Isn't that their engine? Is that something? I don't know. Maybe that's completely wrong. But yeah, I thought Paragon looked loads better, but Smite, I enjoyed more. Yeah, better game. Better game.
Yep.
All right. Okay, any closing thoughts then, guys?
I don't know. There's a few things I never got to the bottom of. Can you shoot people in the air? Do you run faster going backwards?
You
I don't
can't
know.
shoot people in the
Oh!
air. You run
Moving-
slower going backwards.
Yeah, the
Okay,
moving
yeah.
backwards, because that turtle god that I was playing last, his ult allowed him to move in any direction at the same speed. So yeah,
there you
you
go.
do
Oh,
slow
there we
down,
are,
going
then.
sideways or back.
You move a lot slower when fighting as well. Oh, the animations for attacking I thought were really clunky and rubbish.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
That wasn't good. So the champion balance isn't good at these early levels as well. Thanatos owns every game.
Actually, the animations remind me of Morrowind. Anyone else?
Oh God, really? That is bad.
Like, you put nice graphics on top of it, but it still feels like a really clunky sort of like jerk in motion. All of them.
All right, so let's close this down. I think Smite comes off better than we thought it would. I generally enjoyed it a lot more. I know you guys enjoyed it, but like you say, you don't know the reasons for that, and it is thought that the game wasn't the main cause of it. So Smite was a good game. Won't be replacing any other games in my list at the moment.
No.
Cool. Thank you very much for watching, then, guys. See you next time on Dota 2.
Oh, jeez, save that one up, didn't you? Wow.
Bye.
Throw up.
Bye.